Oh, oh my gosh. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my fellow Filmtopians. My name is Ricky. This is Filmtopia. And guess what? We hit 1,000 subscribers. We have assembled 1,000 Filmtopians worldwide. It is mind-blowing to think that this culminated into what it's becoming. I am very, very proud. I am very, very happy. I am over the moon about all the support you always show. And with that said, let's get our morning started with this. Anyways, hello everybody. Welcome back to Filmtopia Live. This is episode number 12. We have been away for a few days and we'll explain why. But in that meantime, we somehow crossed the threshold of 1,000 subscribers, which is insane to think. I'm very, very grateful. I'm very, very humbled, and this is just something I can't even like begin to explain. I do want to say hello to the chat really quick. I see Loki Monish is in here. I see Oscar Sanchez is in here. Kushal, what's up, Kushal? Debo the Viking, come on and slam and welcome to the Space Jam. Loki Monish, where are you? I am back at the studio. I'll talk about a little bit about where I was, and yeah. Kushal says there's a lag. Let me know again if there is a lag, but I think it might have been fixed by now. Yes, Loki Monish, we need a 1,000 subscriber cake. That's what we need to do. And Oscar says, because of family. Afreen is in the house. What's up, Afreen? Kushal says, I'm new to your channel. Well, welcome. We'll welcome you properly in just a minute. Let's see. Conspiracy Talk says Space Jam's good for the kids. We'll actually talk about that in a little bit. But in order to not waste any more time, like I said, I could sit here all day and just say thank you and gush over the fact that everybody has shown so much love and support. So for that, I say a million thank yous, and just know each and every one of you, every person that comments, every person that shares this, every person that just feels something from this and gets something out of it, I want to let you know that you matter to me and you matter to us. And trust me, I don't forget, man. No matter how big this channel ever gets, I will never forget this period, this time that we're living in right now. But with that said, Tiger Master says, what up? What's up, Tiger Master? Let's go. But with that said, I have to obviously introduce, because it's not just me on Filmtopia Live right now. And that is because we have a Mr. Jonah's in the house. What's going on, Jonah?
Not much.
Good morning, good afternoon,
Morning.
good welcome. How you feeling today, my man?
I'm tired. It's been a long weekend. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm glad to be back on Filmtopia Live on YouTube.
Exactly. Filmtopia Live number 12. Still can't believe it. But I'm excited to get back at it. Really quick, what I really, really want to talk about before we even talk about the weekend, right? For everybody that's in here right now, if you go over to the comment box, right? You're gonna see a pin message at the very, very top, and it says "Go support Jonah's new," and then it doesn't say it, but if you press on it, you'll see the link, and that link is to Jonah's brand new channel / venture / awesome ride of a lifetime. Everybody, please, right now, if you can, maybe click away from this video, go subscribe and like the video that's linked here. And let's go show Jonah some love. And let me know right now in the chat if you guys are excited about that. But Jonah, congratulations. I'm so happy that you are
I hope it works.
are starting your thing. Why don't you go ahead and tell people what your channel name is, what you're gonna do, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so my channel name is Jonah Archmage Eternal. It's based off of the Magic the Gathering card Joda Archmage Eternal. And that's just something I've done a play on words for about 2.5 years now. And essentially what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing Magic the Gathering Arena and just hanging out and talking to chat mostly about MCU stuff, about Star Wars, maybe give off some information or talk about some theories, let some people at it with what they want to talk about. So yeah, just a chill place to vibe. And if you like Magic, or if you're wanting to learn about Magic, or if you have no idea what Magic the Gathering is, you can come learn on my channel. So
Well, I will say this. I know Filmtopians are assembling over there. I see Kushal says done. Loki Modus just subbed. And my man, from this morning when it started, right now you're at 12 subscribers, my man.
yeah,
It's going up. It's going up. And I see Loki Monish commented over there, says subscribed, and Kushal says done. Thank you so much, everybody. And throughout the stream, I'm gonna remind people that trickle in. But I'm super excited for Jonah and this new venture. The beauty is that it's something that I'm also going to be tuning into, right? So, for example, like if you have, right, let's just say you're not into the card game yet, right? But the beauty about the channel is that hopefully it allows you to ingratiate yourself with it. It gets you familiar with it. But on top of that, if you have MCU questions, it's going to be such a great place to be able to like ask questions, because you guys know Jonah is our native MC Marvel resource. So we appreciate all the knowledge bombs he drops here. So I can't wait if you have any more questions. That's a great place to go and check that out. So Conspiracy Talk just said good job, Jonah, and I believe he subscribed. They subscribed. Yep, you're at 13. Lucky 13, baby. Tiger Master, right now I sub to Jonah's new channel. Thank you for that. Let's see. Debo Viking, will you talk about MTG story lore by chance?
I can. I definitely
Ooh.
can. If people want that, that's something I'll talk about. So
There we go. There we go. Nice. Yep, Tiger Master YouTube. Human Ramp is in the house. What's up, Human Ramp? Nice to have you in here this morning. Again, thank you so much for everything that you always do for the channel. Human Ramp, thank you so much for that. Just want to let you know, if you just trickled in, Jonah has just started a new channel. So in the comments right here, there should be a pin message that leads you to the channel. So go ahead and subscribe, hit that like button, and go leave him an awesome comment. I know for me, Jonah, just, a little backstory or whatever, a little personal, how it went for me. It all started like that, man. It all started with just a few people trickling in at a time. And, but the beauty is that even if it's one or two or three people, that's why we say vibes here, because it's just pure vibes, man. Like, you're able to like connect really, really nicely with those individuals. And at the end of the day, like when it starts growing, you'll remember like the people that were there at the beginning. So yeah. Let's see. Kashal says it's no longer the MCU; it's now the MCM, the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse, and I like that. I really like that. Hey, by the way, type in right now, Multiverse Saga Gang. If you are part, at Filmtopia Live, that's where we first named it, the Multiverse Saga. So you are a part of the Multiverse Saga Gang. So type that into the comments right now. Human Ramp, obviously like and subscribe. We know Human Ramp is supporting everywhere, so thank you for that, Human Ramp. But yeah, let's go ahead and maybe give the people a little bit of some movie news. Today on Filmtopia, episode number 12, we are going to talk about a few things, and that ranges from Space Jam to Mandalorian to Loki and Kang and all that good stuff. But why don't we go ahead and start off with what I feel like over the whole weekend there was a lot of talk about, and that is Space Jam: A New Legacy, starring LeBron James as himself and Don Cheadle as Al G Rhythm. Okay, so Jonah, we haven't pre-talked about this, but last night I stayed up a little to start watching Space Jam.
Did you fall asleep?
Okay, so there we go. I was watching it, dude, and it is, dear gosh, it is
Not worth the money.
It's something, man. I will say this.
Pirate the movie about legally.
Yeah. Really quick. Human Rep says, or makes a great point. So here on the screen, everybody, I just want to let you know there might be spoilers for Space Jam: A New Legacy. But so with that said, this is your warning. Go ahead and mute us if you don't want to hear it. But I just have a few things, and to be honest, I haven't even finished the movie, but I'm like 30 minutes away from finishing the movie. But I will say this. So I put on the movie because I'm like, if I don't like, it's like one of those things. It's like when you jump, right? You can't go back. Like, so I just pressed play and I was like, okay, I'm going to let it run and see what happens. I mean, right off the bat, it is LeBron needs to continue acting and needs to continue getting better at it. I will say this. I will preface with saying this. If you were looking at it purely from a kid's movie perspective, they won. They did a great job. I have no problem with it. But the way you approached it, which in my estimation was, there's a lot of Space Jam 1 fans, right? It's a cult classic, right? So hence it might have a cult following, which is kind of like the people our age, right? Because we watched it when we were younger. So now that we're older, it's kind of like Disneyland, right? Why do you see a lot of adults at Disneyland? Is because we grew up on Disney and we're still like, we still love it. So anyways, Space Jam 1 is part of our culture, part of our zeitgeist. And so obviously you would think they would keep in mind that Space Jam 2 should perhaps keep in mind those that would be fans of the previous one. So because of that, I couldn't connect with it. I felt it to be very jarring, both editing and acting wise. Story, it's very like muddled. It's very like there's a lot of convenience factors that just continue to like pop up everywhere. Like for example, like a character ends up here and then somehow ends up over here just because a jump cut, right? Whereas like one of my biggest things was when the game actually starts. This is towards the end of the movie. When the game actually starts, I could have swore I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see how LeBron got his jersey. I can't wait to see how LeBron and the Toon Squad like manifest whatever. Bro, it legit goes from was shot to Don Cheadle and a shot to the crowd and then a shot back and now LeBron's in his uniform. And so because of stuff like that, that's what really, really threw me off. Obviously LeBron's acting is very, very, it needs a lot of improvement. And this is coming from a bad actor too. But I will say, if you're looking at it purely from a kid's perspective, I guess you can say it's fine because I really, what's crazy? I really started enjoying the movie, or I only really kind of enjoyed the movie when it was animated in the old cartoon classic style. That's where like LeBron's like acting kind of like went up a notch there. But again, and I know this, and I'm not like talking smack about LeBron, but the thing is sometimes, people can say lines, but acting is also visual, right? So you got to see it, and you see the mannerisms, you see the way someone like pushes inflection into their lines, and you could just tell that LeBron is acting. And that's my biggest gripe with performances is I really, really want to not know you are acting. So that's just me though. That's me being picky. I know Jonah, I don't know if you've seen it completely or not, but I know you've seen a little bit. I want to hear what you're thinking just off the top of your head.
This movie was terrible. I'm so glad I found a way to not spend money on it. It really just proves the whole GOAT scenario. Michael Jordan went 22 for 22 in Space Jam and had the amazing game winner. But LeBron went 4 for 5 and did
Yeah.
nothing except cheer on his teammates that didn't even look happy to play with him. Um, yeah,
I will say this. So it had like the movie has a message, right? And but it's weird. It's very muddled in this way. It's muddled because you don't know who the heck you're rooting for throughout the movie. Are you rooting for LeBron and the Toon Squad, or are you rooting for the Sun and Algae Rhythm? Because the Sun is just trying to be his own dude. So essentially, what the message is, again, spoiler alert, but the message is, you know, LeBron parents need to understand that their kids aren't them, and that their kids should be allowed to grow into whatever they want to become. You know, they're going to find their happiness through what makes them happy, not through what makes you as the parent happy. So there's that overall message. But it goes back to the same thing where it's like, I don't know who I'm rooting for throughout the movie. I'm like, okay, LeBron seems um like an overbearing dad, douchey at times, uh just all those types of things. And then the kid is like this genius programmer that's made a video game, and in my head, I'm rooting for them. Like, wow, that's awesome. But he doesn't want to show LeBron, his dad, because LeBron's only interested in him being really great at basketball, which again wasn't, you see at the beginning of the movie, was instilled in him at a very young age. He made a choice between video games and becoming one of the greatest basketball players of all time, and he chose basketball. And he, he he didn't pay attention to video games while everybody else was. So he took that on as an adult, as a parent, and started instilling those values into his kids. When in reality, like, his oldest son is following the path and is going to be is going to play basketball, but the second oldest son, the middle child, doesn't want to do that. Is more interested in programming and video games, which is something very common nowadays, especially, just nowadays. Video games is becoming like, it will one day be as big as like the sports that we see now, right? And but long story short, it just felt very, very like, I wasn't too content with the movie. And this is without comparing it to Space Jam 1. Like, take out Space Jam 1, pretend Space Jam 1 didn't exist. I felt this movie broke the fourth wall too much for me. It kept bringing me into reality. Like, it was
it
it was
tried too
something.
hard.
It
It
tried
tried too hard.
way too hard.
I
And
love watching the behind the scenes stuff of LeBron James like acting in silence and stuff. It's hilarious to
oh yeah,
watch.
yeah. Good job, Bugs. That's funny. Let's go to the chat really quick. Debo says Multiverse Saga Gang. Let's go. Let's see. Multiverse Saga Gang. Thank you, Kushal. Loki says 5K soon on What If. Possibly. Share the channel with everybody you know, and we'll get there whenever we can. And yes, Human Ramp spoiler talk for the time being. Perfect. Yes, bad is an okay word to use, Debo. Tiger Master, I watched it via HBO Max here in the United States, so that's where I've seen it. Afreen says Space Jam was emotional and ending. Yeah, or to be honest, I haven't seen the end, but I can already predict the end. Debo says, I'm not sure if you made it to the halftime scene, but it's a real kick in the shins. Yeah, I haven't made it to that part yet. But again, it's not. I feel like I don't need
That
to get
scene.
there. I
That
will go
scene.
finish it. I want to let everybody know I will go finish it. But again, it's a tough movie to get through. Afrin, got you. I got you, of course. Let's see. But yes, please don't spam. If I'll see it. I'll see it. Yeah, Loki says Warner Brothers likes them, but not HBO Max because it's not in India. So Human Ram says, I wish they dived in more on Bugs being the last being on Tomb World. So that's again one of that was one of the most like frustrating things for me, which was Jonah, I know you haven't seen it yet, but and you're okay with hearing about it, right?
I mean, I've
So
seen it. I've seen
okay,
it. Like I
okay,
saw most of it, like
yeah.
through the method that
So
I saw it through.
through the method, I saw it there. If you know, you know. But one of the things I was so frustrated with was the fact that okay, Algae Rhythm takes all the Toon Squad off of the Toon world and then kind of puts them across Warner Brothers properties. But going and like recruiting them was the easiest thing I've ever seen. Like it was ridiculous. Like it was like, okay, Daffy, I know you left and it was kind of emotional how you left. You left Bugs Bunny alone on Toon World, but now that we just show up in the spaceship, you'll get on the spaceship ASAP. It was just,
Every
I don't know.
character was like, "Oh, so we're just jumping on." Okay.
Yeah, it was frustrating, man. I'll tell you that was frustrating. Tebow says you're rooting for family. Family. Yeah, I guess. LeBron James is video games too. Yeah. Human Ram says it was a spot fest and a cameo fest. Yes. So one of the other things that I felt was just too much was, and I was excited about this. This was something I was excited about for the movie was the cameos and the spots and pulling other Warner Brothers properties. But man, it was just too much. It felt honestly, the movie felt like it felt like just like this platform for like LeBron and Warner Brothers to like kind of big up themselves. And then you could tell that they were trying to play it off by like talking smack about themselves. So like one thing about LeBron is like they'd say, "Oh, he's one of the greatest of all time," but then Don Cheadle would say something, "Well, that's debatable." And then they'd bring up stuff like the big 3 in Miami and how he left and how he's not like he doesn't commit, right? Like he's been to Cleveland to Miami, back to Cleveland, Lakers, and then there was a line that said, "Watch out, Lakers." And it was way too breaking the fourth wall, but also it just felt like there was a lot of like self-touting going around and then trying to again play that off or contrast that with also kind of throwing some jabs at themselves. But it didn't work for me. Like it didn't work. You could do that, but it just didn't work for me. Human Ram says, wait till Michael Jordan shows up, man. Honestly, even if Michael Jordan showed up in this movie,
No,
it
no,
does.
no, no. You need to. You need to. You need to. It
Okay.
changes the whole movie.
Okay, so I gotta check that out. But I will say, but Loki Motor says LeBron James is in Fortnite. Yes, and on that point, Loki and everybody watching right now, Space Jam did a remarkable job at what do you call it? Marketing, because there's not one corner I turned and didn't see that color scheme, didn't see those uniforms, didn't hear, one of the characters. It was absolutely everywhere. And so kudos to the marketing thing. Now, one of the topics that we brought up in Filmtopia Live, like I think 1 or 2, was is Space Jam trying too hard? And that was one of the worries. And I thought maybe it's just the marketing. But nope, the movie as well was just as I don't even really know how to explain it, man. And I'm trying my best, everybody. Like, I'm always going to keep it honest, but I always try whenever like I don't like something, I try not to like poop on it. I just like I'm trying to like talk about it very calmly and all that stuff. So let's see. Debo says, speaking of cameos, apparently people are upset that there's a Clockwork Orange appearance in the audience, yet they didn't have Pepe Le Pew because he was insensitive. Yeah, so a Clockwork Orange, if anybody's seen that, it's a very niche movie. Like it's a movie I think made back in the 70s. And if you've ever seen this meme where someone's their eyes being held open, it's that movie right there. But yeah, there was a lot of a lot of things that went into this movie as well, like in pre-production and during production, such as like the sexualization of characters and all that stuff. And while like I understand that and I agree that I agree that I agree on that front. But what the one thing that just again made this movie super super uncomfortable for me was the fact that like it just wasn't well made. It wasn't well made, and at the end of the day, no matter what like message you're trying to get across, if the thing's not well made, then you're not going to be able to get that message across. Because look at me as a perfect example. I stopped watching and I decided to choose sleep over the ending, right? So what if and again, the message is at the end. So how am I supposed to get to the message if I couldn't get through the movie? So that's just something that I do want people to understand. Yeah, Jonah, sorry, I know I'm taking up a lot of.
You're all good. You're saying
Oh.
everything that I was ever gonna say about this movie. Um, this movie literally, I could have gone without seeing it. So, um, there's nothing I gained from this movie other than cool LeBron. You tried too hard,
Mhm.
as you do every year in basketball. But what's new?
I will say though, I didn't root for this movie to fail. I don't wish it to fail. I hope it continues to, because it was the box office king this weekend as far as in the United States. It made $31 million. It actually, I think, beat out Black Widow. While Black Widow won worldwide, domestically, I think Space Jam was able to come through on being number one at the box office. It is, I guess, the biggest opening for a kids movie during the whole pandemic. And so, I mean, a clap for that, because again, I'm not here to like to wish that these movies fail. I just wish that the movie was made a little bit better. I wish that the direction for LeBron's acting and a couple points in the story were more focused on and improved. But we are where we are now, and yeah, so let's check the the comments. Indigo Cowboy says, it's a great point, especially since Pepe is a cartoon and Clockwork is a lot more realistic. Yeah, it's yeah. Human Ram says Lola is in Amazon now. Is this canon? I can neither confirm nor deny, but I will say the Lola one was the only one that I thought I'll say this, like, when they went and recruited Lola again, I felt like that was one of the better recruitments. You saw a struggle, an internal struggle within her, like finishing the Amazon race or saving LeBron and Bugs, and that was like, okay, that seems more like, you know, way better storytelling. And then, she ended up being crowned an Amazonan because she did the right thing. So I don't know, but, to us, yes, it's canon. Type in the comments down below. Lola is canon. Tiger Master says, "Speaking of Fortnite today, it is a new update on Fortnite." So, yeah, everybody that plays Fortnite, you got a new update. Thank you, Tiger Master. And we have a special someone in the house, and that goes by Mad Cake, aka Madison. Thank you so much, Madison. Much love to you. We made it. We hit 1,000. Can you believe it? Let's go. Super, super stoked. Mad Cake. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Absolutely everything. Loki Monish says, fun fact, Space Jam, most of the actors were all basketball players. Yeah, so a lot of people were in motion capture suits, and yeah, a lot of people were playing as the tunes in motion capture suits. It's actually funny if you see some behind the scenes, something Jonah was alluding to earlier, which was when you see like the behind the scenes and how they shot the movie, it's like dead quiet, dead silence on set, and it's just LeBron like yelling like, "Good job, Bugs," and he does like, stuff.
Or there's not even yelling at all. Like he just fakes yells.
Yeah, Human Ramp. Taz's recruitment was my favorite. Yes, that was a good. See, there's little pockets that I was like, oh man, if they had more of this. But like the Rick and Morty cameo and how Taz like was on the window and all that stuff, that was great. That was great. But there was a lot that wasn't. Oh god. Dominic Cicero, yes, you finally made it. Filmtopia live stream. Welcome to you and everybody that's just newly subscribed. We're gonna go ahead and welcome you properly. Today it is episode number 12 of Filmtopia Live, and Filmtopia Live is our space, our morning talk show of all things movies. So all the breaking news, all the stuff that just happened. This is the place for you. And we are on episode number 12. We go live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with that said, Dominic and everybody else that just joined, welcome to Filmtopia.
Vibes.
Yes, exactly. So, hey, that was perfectly synced, man. I like that. Mad Cake says 1K vibes. Yes, we are at 1K. Crazy, crazy. Ronak Sharma, hello. Oh, this is awesome. First time here. Dan C. Bearded sent me. Everybody, last night I was scrolling through YouTube and Dancy Bearded was live as he usually does. And Dancy Bearded is an awesome fellow content creator where his channel is all about essentially like all about everything beards. It's in the title of his YouTube channel, Dancy Bearded. But what's awesome and what I really vibe with Dan's like channel is the fact that to me, it transcends beards, and it's like this place where whether you have a beard or not, whether you're male or female, whatever it is, it's a space where it's very inviting, it's welcoming, it's fun to be at. Dan's an awesome host. Dan's an awesome creator. So everybody, if you can do me the favor, and I'll drop a link to his channel down below, possibly after the stream. Definitely go check out his channel. It is awesome. And again, another reason why I super vibe with him and his community is because they're a positive community just like ours. So wanted to say that. And Indigo Cowboy, welcome to Filmtopia.
Vibes.
Perfect. Tiger Master says we are to talk about Space Jam and Mandalorian season 3 and King. Yes. So with that said, let's go ahead and transition out of Space Jam. I know we talked about that for a bit, but I want to now talk about another little show, another little property called The Mandalorian.
That's not a little property. That's not a little property.
Everybody in the chat right now, I need you to type in Mandalorian season 3. Let's talk about it. So over the weekend, I believe on Sunday, Mandalorian season 3 was announced to be beginning its production. And that is huge news because that wasn't we're still unaware of when season 3 will debut. What we do know is that the Book of Boba Fett is set to debut this December, and it will be a series helmed by Robert Rodriguez as the showrunner. And we've got confirmed Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and Bryce Dallas Howard, and Robert Rodriguez as 4 of the directors throughout the series. We don't know how long the series is. We don't know how many episodes. We don't know the direction it's going. All we know is that at the end of season 2 of Mandalorian, we do see like an awesome post-credit scene, and that is Boba Fett taking the Jabba's or no, it's not Jabba. Who is it?
Bib Fortuna.
Or it is Jabba's throne, but who was on it?
Bib Fortuna.
Bib Fortuna, yes. Bib Fortuna took Jabba's place, and now Boba has taken Bib Fortuna's place. And I thought it was a beautiful way to introduce us to what's to come. But I said that all to say Mandalorian season 3 has now began production. So now we can better, I guess, forecast where exactly Mandalorian season 3 will fit and where it will debut, when it will debut. So if we're talking Book of Boba Fett will be in December, let's say it runs for 8 episodes. Let's be safe. Let's put it at 6 episodes. That's 6 weeks, right? So that's definitely going to get us into January. And then we're assuming that the Book of Boba Fett is a transition right back into Mandalorian season 3. So it's interconnected, like super interconnected. But let's just say they don't want to go like immediately. Or how about this? Do you remember WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Oh no, I
That was
don't. What do you mean about that?
meaning, do you remember how when WandaVision ended, it was about like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
That it took to start Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So, in my estimation, that's what I'm kind of thinking is that's where it's gonna kind of like it's gonna how it's gonna take place.
That'd be
It's gonna
cool
be
if they do
from
that.
I say Book of Boba Fett ends. We get the gallery, which is the behind the scenes like episode, like of how the whole Book of Boba Fett was made. That's going to be 1 week removed after the finale. And then I think there will be one rest period, like 1 week of rest. And then Mandalorian season 3 will begin. So that's aiming for a late January start. And I think that's going to be a great position to put it in because we all know that during January's it's really meant like during the in the movie theaters at least like that's a spot for like a lot of horror movies, a lot of award season movies. So as far as like the hype and just like the straight up pop culture like sensation it will be, I think it will be that all the way up until Multiverse of Madness in March. So I think the Mandalorian season 3 will hold us over until the Multiverse of Madness, and that's my prediction. I want to know your guys' prediction in the chat right now. Let us know where you think the Mandalorian season 3 will debut. Like when, what part of 2022 or 2023? But I'm pretty sure it's going to be 2022, and let us know. Jonah, what do you think?
Oh my God. I hope that they do what you're saying, like make it so that like they keep Disney Plus relevant. When we don't have a Marvel show or we don't have Marvel movies coming out for premiere access and all of that, they want to keep Disney Plus relevant so that they can keep people paying every month for it. And the way to do that would be to um, essentially drop Book of Boba Fett and then drop Mandalorian season 3 right afterwards. Because then you have a good 10 to 14 week period of time that is taken up by Star Wars. And that's something that we really haven't had the pleasure of having for a while because it's just been Marvel after Marvel after Marvel after Marvel since January. It's just been all Marvel. Like, we've gotten some Star Wars teasers and stuff, but it's really just been this has been Marvel's year.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be nice to see hopefully back to back Star Wars content for like 14 weeks.
You know, the beauty about all of this too is the fact that we are the winners. Like we're absolutely 100% the winners in all of this. If Star Wars and Marvel want to like go back and forth, if they want to simultaneously cast, regardless of what it is, we are the winners of this incredible golden age of streaming that we're living in, this golden age of properties, IP. And by the way, you know what's funny? I just noticed my shirt. It is so fitting today. Baby Grogu. And by the way, what's Baby Grogu doing over there? I don't know what Baby Grogu was doing on the floor, but Baby Grogu, you're gonna hang out with me all chat today. Yeah, let's vibe out. Let's vibe out. But I want to say, Indigo Cowboy says Mandalorian season 3. People are typing that into the chat. Mad Cake says I can't wait for the Kenobi series. The Kenobi series might be some of the greatest television we ever get. It is going to be essentially a 6-hour movie, and it is being helmed by Deborah Chow, which was one of the greatest like directors that we have right now, visionaries. And Deborah Chow like showed her chops on the Mandalorian season 1 in some of the best episodes over there. No, yeah, I think the best episodes of that season were helmed by her. So that says a lot. Cannot wait. And now we have a full series of just her and Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen coming back as Darth Vader / Anakin Skywalker. Dude, come on, man. Come on. This is going to be crazy. Tiger Master says this community is very good vibes. Thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. And that's what we strive for here. And really quick interjection. I want to let everybody know that if you see in the chat right now, there's a pinned comment at the very, very top. What I need you guys to do is go check out my man Jonah right here. This is Jonah, everybody. Say hi to Jonah. I want please go and hit that link. Go check out his first stream today. Go subscribe to his new channel. Jonah, what's the name of your channel?
My new channel's name is Jonah Archmage Eternal. It's a play on words of a Magic the Gathering card, Joda Archmage Eternal. I'll be doing over there is playing some Magic, talking about some Marvel, talking about some Magic lore, talking about Star Wars, whatever chat really wants to talk about. Just to get some good vibes and keep whatever we have growing over here rolling over there, and producing some fun content that not a lot of people are going to be able to see otherwise.
Well, this is the page, everybody. This is what I have linked. So I know Loki Monish, Kushal, Conspiracy Talk, and I see his subscribers went up. So that is super, super awesome. Let's hit that like button. And he's going live in 96 minutes. Are you kidding me? The time is here.
I hope it works out.
No, it's gonna be a lot of fun. You guys will definitely see me in the chat over there. I'm really excited. I'm like super excited to see how this goes. I've been encouraging Jonah for a while now to do this, and so Jonah's taking that leap of faith, and I know it's gonna go great. So if you guys can, make sure to head over here and show Jonah some love. And with that said, let's go back to the chat really quick. Let's see. Ronak says Loki season 2. We always need to get a Loki season 2 mention in here. Let's see. Mad Cake agrees. I don't remember what you agree with, but thank you.
Kenobi.
No, but I think both on Kenobi and season 3 of Mandalorian being right after Book of Boba Fett, but with I think like a 2 to 3 week buffer. Let's see. Michael Sarah says, "Will you do a full body stretch on stream for Ms. Marvel?" I will. Yeah, sure. Loki says Star Wars Endgame. Yeah, one day Star Wars and Marvel will combine. Loki Monish says, "On your left." Coffee Talking Tech is in the house. Let's go. I love seeing fellow community members in the chat. I love it. Coffee Talking Tech is an awesome channel that you also have to go check out. If you love anything to do with tech, anything to do with live streaming, Jonah, actually, that might be a great channel to go check out.
Probably.
But Coffee Talking Tech, John over there is doing awesome things. Him and I believe AJ is a contemporary or friend of ours. And definitely go check out their channel, what they're doing. They live stream as well. And again, being in their live stream is so fun and it motivates me to keep mine going. But I don't know if you guys, John, I don't know if you ever adopted this, but until you tell me otherwise, everybody go subscribe to Coffee Talking Tech and become a Java Byte. Yes, a Java Byte. Because you get it? Anybody get it? Coffee, Java, Tech. Bytes, as in BYTES.
Crickets.
Okay.
Crickets.
Online Joey. Hey, everyone. What's up, Online Joey? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Hopefully, everybody watching right now, this is Filmtopia Live, episode number 12. This is essentially our morning talk show of all things movies. So welcome. We go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. Let's see. Mad Cake. It's funny. Mad Cake says, I love Anakin too. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I don't know.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see the connection there. Felipe says, "Hey, what's up, Felipe? Everybody." Felipe's info is actually linked down below in the description. Felipe is our graphic designer right now. Felipe, thank you so much. Vibes, baby. I can't wait to show everybody what we're working on, and it's crazy. Only you, me, Jonah, and Lizzie know right now because we've seen it. But that's crazy, man. I can't wait till we debut it.
It's some special things.
Coffee Talking Tech says, "We love you too." Perfect. There we go. Java by Bueller. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Mecha Godzilla Gaming says, I am Loki Monish from a different account. Well, thank you for that. Felipe says, I'm on the street. I'll watch the live streaming as soon as I get home. Yes, whenever you can. But with that said, I know we were talking about the Mandalorian season 3, and so one thing I did want to like bring up and just like kind of start preparing for is you guys see Grogu's with me right now, right? Jonah, I want to know what you think. And spoiler alert, everybody, if you have not seen the end of season 2 of the Mandalorian, just spoiler alert. But now that I've said that, at the end of season 2, we see a certain Grogu go off with some Jedi. I don't remember which one, but some Jedi.
Cal
Some
Kestis.
Yeah, Cal Kestis. But I will say we saw him leave in this emotional turn of events in that series. So I ask you this question very generally and just very like, what are your thoughts right now? Where do you think season 3 is going? And do you think we will see our very own baby Grogu at all?
Oh God.
I,
I just want to see Mandalore, like the planet Mandalore in live
yeah,
action. I want them to not do the whole different planet, different problem scenario for season
yeah,
3.
yeah,
It's one thing that has gotten really redundant with
yeah.
Dave Filoni over Mandalorian 1, Mandalorian 2, and Bad Batch now. It's felt
Mhm.
really, oh, we're on a new planet, we have a new problem. Oh, we met someone that's cool, and then all right, the problem solved, next planet.
Yeah,
So I hope that we get a lot on Mandalore, and I hope that we get a lot of world building for Mandalore, as well as more backstory for Bo, and more of the backstory of Din as well.
yeah,
I'd love to see Grogu, but at the same time, I would also just love to not see Grogu at all and just focus on the Mandalorian. Yes, they might lose people because they're not bringing back Grogu,
yeah.
but at the same time, the amount of world building and storytelling they can do with just Mandalore and just the Darksaber alone, like it's gonna be hard to include Grogu in that.
Yeah. Chat. I definitely want to know what you think of the Mandalorian season 3 predictions, and then also, do you think Baby Grogu will be in the series? Um, while you would think, right, if you put on your producer hat or your studio hat, you would think that's a no questions asked. Grogu has to be in it. Reason why? Look what I'm wearing. Reason why? Look at look. Just look at it. Look at it. Dude, honestly, I should just hold it up here this whole stream and just talk like this. But no, like it would be very, very it wouldn't be a great business move to not include Baby Grogu or Luke Skywalker in season 3. They are the biggest draws by far from just an objective standpoint. And so from that point of view, you would think there's no way they can't bring them in. There's no way they would ignore them. But depending on what they have in the pipeline, that could very well be the case. We might be a few months removed, Star Wars Celebration, I'm talking about, where we get this reveal because
That the sequels were fake and they were a different time.
that too. But on top of that, I don't know if you know, and this is something I learned from Star Wars Theory and then StarWars.com, which was the series gallery, right? The thing where they do all the behind the scenes. Did you ever watch the season 2 one?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you
Wait, which
remember?
one? They like dropped like 6 of them.
No. That was for season 1. Season 2 was just one solo
Oh
episode.
wait, yeah, you're right, you're right.
So because of that, what I'm trying to say is I remember I'm watching it and I literally watched the whole thing because I couldn't wait to get to episode 9 or the finale and hear
Yeah.
what happened. And it just cuts off. Like it ignores it. It ignores the Luke Skywalker part. And I was very, very taken aback about all of that. I was very upset when I watched that gallery. I just couldn't believe they didn't include anything with Mark Hamill, any mention of Skywalker. But we found out why. The reason why is because they've been holding that, and it is set to debut in August. Sometime in August, it will debut as a full-length episode. So it's essentially getting its own gallery and
Its own hour of content
an own
behind the
hour of
scenes.
content. And so going back to the question, will Grogu be in the Mandalorian season 3? I'm thinking now, no. I think what we're going to get very, very soon, whether it's at Star Wars Celebration, whether it's attached to the Book of Boba Fett, whatever the case is, I think we're going to get news that a Luke Skywalker and baby Grogu, I keep saying baby Grogu, but Grogu series, I think is going to happen, dude. I truly, truly think, and this might be a series that's only 4 episodes, maybe 3, something along those lines. But after hearing about and reading about what they're going to do for the gallery and how they're going to show us the tech that they use, that they didn't use a stand-in actor, it was Mark Hamill, all these things, I'm very, very interested to see the announcements that we see, because we are absent of a lot of Star Wars announcements lately. Like the last one we got, I think, was during a Disney Investor Day, right?
Well, we got the Star Wars anime stuff
Well,
that
no.
just
I'm talking
came
about
out,
though, like
but
their plan layouts, right?
yeah.
So the last plan layout one was something about this 10 movie plan or this 10 project plan. But those plans have already changed because the Rangers of the Republic, I don't think is any longer because of Carano's character being X'd out. And so I think we're going to get a new update on the whole thing going on with Star Wars. And because of that, I think within that update, the internet will break and we're going to get a Luke Skywalker and Grogu series. It will probably, if they don't undo the sequels, then it will lead into Ben,
I so
Kyle.
I don't think they're gonna undo everything
Yeah.
entirely, but I definitely think that there could be a path where not only will they say that the sequels were a different timeline, but just say that like the path, like because of what happened in Rebels with Ahsoka,
World Between Worlds,
and World Between Worlds, like these paths diverged because of whatever happened. And I would love to see the original concept for the sequels like get put out there, like
I know.
Darth Maul as like an emperor of like all these like of like the emperor of like crime and stuff. Like that would be insane to see.
Yeah, it's
But I
gonna
know that
be
he's dead, so
yeah.
that won't happen.
In that timeline or in this canon, right? But who's to say? Who knows
Well,
what's gonna
no,
happen?
that was after the World of Worlds event,
Oh yeah.
technically.
Yes, you're right. Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. Yes, true. I will say though, Mad Cake says maybe at the end though, the whole show has been
Double
evolved.
cameo.
I know around Grogu. So far, so they will want to dive into more Din and the Mandalorians, which again, the show is called The Mandalorian. So I wouldn't mind. Again, I would not mind if the show really, really like dives into like Mandalorian, everything. The fight for the throne. It's gonna be incredible. I can do without Grogu for the time being. Let's see. Loki Monish is heading out. I love you 3000 vibes. Thank you, Monish. William's in the house. What's up, William? Yo. Shout out to you, William. Mad Cake says, if at all, they would put Grogu at the end to see his progression with Luke. Could it be Sebastian Stan? Thoughts? I will say this. One of the things about I will have my full prediction post that gallery. Depending on what they did and what they're like the verb and all the like the vibes I get from that will determine if they're gonna go with a new actor such as Sebastian Stan versus having Mark Hamill just do it, and then they're gonna digitally like de-age his face. What I would rather want, what I would want would be for Sebastian Stan to step into the role, because I just would think that it would be a much more believable like viewing experience, right? I know sometimes when you DH someone, it can take you out, or there might be hiccups, within the scene, and it just really, really does it from, it makes me feel some sort of way. So with Sebastian Stan being who Sebastian Stan is, and the fact that he looks like his darn son, a spitting image, I would love for Sebastian Stan to give his take on Luke Skywalker, and I think he would do a fantastic job.
I think on top of that too, like he's just been so like I don't know if you've gotten a chance to watch his Instagram stories of recent, but like his posts, he's not leaving Bucky for a long time. So I'm excited for that, and I hope that they allow him to work on both. I just find it really hard for him to be able to, especially staying as Bucky, and if he becomes a major component in Phase 4 as a veteran of the MCU, like he might be in a lot of things. He might make a lot of cameos. He might show up in a lot of places. So I hope that they make the time for him to also take on this role of Luke Skywalker, which is a huge, daunting role of its own.
Let me ask you this, and in the chat, let me know if you saw Bucky and Luke, right, and they're played by the same actor. Does that ever bother you or take you out? So, like, what's another example? It's kind of like if one character, let's say Black Adam, Dwayne Johnson's playing Black Adam, but then he plays, I don't know, Hercules or someone like in Marvel or something. Would that bother you if that happened? You know what I mean?
So for me, it would bother me more if it was DC to Marvel rather than Marvel to Star Wars, because like the comic book worlds are really similar, so it's hard to like differentiate characters. But if Sebastian goes in and like method acts like under Mark Hamill and like gets the vibe of Luke Skywalker, there's no way that like it's never not gonna like feel like, oh, that's Luke Skywalker. Like, I mean, especially like everyone like loves Sebastian too. Like he's one of the most down to earth guys, and so like just seeing him in that role would bring a lot of people to Star Wars that never were in Star Wars before too.
Yeah, and that's what Star Wars is doing. It's bringing over a lot of Marvel creators. So whether that's directors, whether that's storytellers, whether that's actors, they're bringing them over to Star Wars, because then that also means you bring over the Marvel fandom, which already most likely is cross-pollinated anyways, but it reinforces the love that they might have for Star Wars. And I know Star Wars the past few years, it's been rough in terms of like getting their footing with the fans, getting their footing with new fans. That's one thing, right? Prior to when The Force Awakens came out, I mean, obviously people were very, very excited about it. It broke the box office records at that time. So I, back then, was a big proponent of that. Star Wars is the biggest IP on Earth, like the biggest intellectual property on Earth. And over the years, especially with how the Infinity Saga ended with Marvel, we're moving into an era where Star Wars is no longer going to be the cream of the crop, but instead it will be Marvel. And while that's not it doesn't upset me, right? I just thought Star Wars had and still has the opportunity to hold on to that title if they just start putting out good content, great movies, great experiences. Take Star Wars Land, for example. that place, which, you know what, I've decided we're gonna dedicate a whole stream to that whole thing. But Star Wars Land, a quick little interjection is that place is absolutely mind-boggling. Like, I cannot believe it exists. You actually think you're in a galaxy far, far away. But we'll get into what we did this weekend in another stream, because that requires its own thing. And plus, by the way, in the chat right now, let me know if you guys want to see a video of me breaking down Disneyland and all the things, like how to get tickets, what to do when you're there, some hacks that you may not have known of, just all these things, and
How to not
show
leave
you
Avengers Campus for 10 hours in one day.
exactly how to navigate through Avengers Campus, how to navigate through Star Wars Land. Let me know in the chat right now if you guys are up for something like that. I think it would be very, very informative, very helpful, but very, very entertaining too. It might be. I think you guys are really gonna vibe with that video once I make it. But let's see. I know we've got some. Mad Cake says, ties into what I was thinking. If they show Grogu and Luke at the end of the season, it could be a way to present a new show for these characters. Yes. And that's what it kind of feels like. That's what it felt like. It felt like he was taking him away from The Mandalorian, and they're going to walk into their new series, their own. Anthony says, Rick and Jonah, what are you guys' thoughts about Daisy Ridley coming back to Star Wars and Jon Favreau doing a TV series based on the new Jedi Order on Disney Plus? Oh my gosh, if that is that like new, like as in like a few minutes new?
I don't see anything on it, but
Okay. Well, until we get until I can like confirm that, I will say though, if that was the case about Jon Favreau doing a TV series based on the new Jedi Order, that might break the internet. Again, that might be some of the greatest television we ever see. That's why I'm saying I think Marvel is inching closer and closer to becoming the most recognizable, greatest IP across the world. But if Star Wars can do stuff like that, the New Jedi Order, do stuff like a Luke and Grogu series,
yeah,
really,
it looks like it's a thing.
it is. Wow. If you don't mind, send that in the private chat so I can pull it up. In the meantime, though, Anthony says, Rick, I disagree. I think they're still going to do Rangers of the New Republic, but they're going to replace Kara with Hera as the lead of the show. I'm again, from what I've heard and what I've read, is that they might be pivoting away from just the Rangers of the Republic in general, and they're going to allocate their resources to other stuff. That's what I've heard. Not sure if I'm right, but that is what I've heard.
I found a better article.
All right. Let's see what else. And by the way, everybody, I just want to let everybody know, I'm a little rusty today. I can feel it. I'm very, very rusty today. But it's all good because more than anything, I'm super, super excited about what we got after today's show, and that is a Mr. Jonah Mandel right there, as you see, will be debuting or live streaming for the first time. For the first time. If you see in the comments, there is a pinned comment. Press on that one. Go over there, like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Go show Jonah some love. From this morning when he put this, he was at 8 subscribers. He is currently at 16. That is awesome. So shout out to you, Jonah. Let's see. Okay, so I see here, but it's not from a source such as like Deadline or Variety or Hollywood Reporter, but I will pull it up. Let's see. This is from GamingIdeology.com. Again, I cannot vouch or confirm the legitimacy of any of this, but let's read it. Let's just see what they're saying. Star Wars hero Rey Skywalker walked away from Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, as the only remaining Jedi in the universe. The character saved the galaxy by defeating Emperor Palpatine and ending the dark side's rule. However, Star Wars great Mike Zero claims she will make her... All right, I got to stop reading. Sorry. I gotta stop reading it. It said Mike Zero. I had to stop. So no shade to Mike Zero, but Mike Zero is his channel is all about like theorize, like it's all about kind of making up stories about Star Wars. If he ever hits on any news, it's sometimes by coincidence. But I'm not even mad at what he does because it's actually kind of entertaining and it's kind of cool. But the one thing is that it is technically not real. Like he has videos posting every single day, like multiple times a day, and they're all just kind of like fan theories that he comes up with. So sorry, I couldn't keep reading it because I can't put that. But let's see. Mad Cake says Sebastian and Mark are already close, which makes me think that this could be a possibility. Yes, and I have a video on the channel actually where I showed their like interaction. They've on Good Morning America, they actually had a part where they kind of go back and forth, so that was pretty interesting. So Anthony wouldn't be bothered by the whole one actor playing two things. No, it's not a screw up continuity for DCF. Dwayne Johnson is playing Hercules in the MCU, and I don't think it's going to screw up continuity if Sebastian is playing Luke and Bucky. Yeah. I don't know. For me, I don't know if I ever answered this, but for me, it doesn't no. I wouldn't mind it, but for example, you guys know the movie A Marriage Story? It's on Netflix. It came out around the same time as Rise of Skywalker. I didn't watch Marriage Story until I watched the Rise of Skywalker because I didn't want whatever Adam Driver did in Marriage Story to influence Kylo Ren in Rise of Skywalker. So again, it doesn't bother me, but I like to keep them like I don't know. I need some like time to breathe between them, if that makes sense. So Mad Cake says no, but it does kind of trip me out if they played two different characters in the same universe. Okay, I got you. If there are two different things, it doesn't bother me at all. Got it.
Oh, so what's his face? Craven and Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Does that bother you?
Yeah, right. Who's playing? Aaron Taylor Johnson, right?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and there you go. Mad Cake says, like, for example, Chris Evans playing Human Torch and then Captain America. It gave me a weird feeling, but not anything bad, just a confusion until I noticed it was an established MCU. Totally agree. Anthony says yes to the video. So the video, he wants the video. But the problem, Rick, is I live in Florida. I have Disney World, not Disneyland.
Same thing.
Kind of. I can't wait to go to Disney World. That's one on my bucket list. I really, really want to go check that out. Zaku says, "What's up? What's up, Zaku? Vibes, baby." I feel like Star Wars is going to make a big comeback. I truly hope so. Like I said, I wanted to continue being the biggest thing since sliced bread, and Marvel right there with it. I just don't want Marvel. This is what I don't want. If you guys want to know, I don't want Marvel to absolutely like blow past it and leave Star Wars back here, because I think they can go up together. And again, us as the fans will win if that happens.
As of right now, it feels like that's like the pacing that they're at. Like Marvel keeps getting higher and higher and higher, and Star Wars is like it's there, but like it hasn't had that jump start yet.
Yeah. By the way, Mad Cake says, "Woohoo, Jonah!" Yes, everybody, Jonah is starting his own YouTube channel. I have it linked in the comment section here, so go check it out. And Jonah, guess what? You're already at 18 subscribers.
I know.
So congrats to you. A 10 subscriber jump since this morning. Congratulations. That is awesome. And definitely go show him some love. I'm going to be there like in the comments while he does his thing later today at 11:30 Pacific Standard Time. But yeah, super excited about that. Let's see. Mad Cake says, "I'm sorry, but I just hate that we call her Skywalker."
Same
She's
here.
like, "What's your name?" Ray.
Palpatine.
Ray Skywalker. Yeah, no, it is. Oh my God. Don't want to talk about it right now. Too early for that. I've only been in Disney World, not Disneyland. So awesome. This video will hopefully, again, be helpful, useful, but more than anything, entertaining for all of you.
Also, Avengers Campus is exclusive to California Adventure.
Yeah.
So
It is. And I'll explain all of that in the video. Plus the live stream that I'll do with Lizzie and Jonah on all that. Anthony says, Rick, you need to have a vibe counter during your live streams for how many times you say vibes. Vibes. I'm pretty sure we're on like number 30. But hey, Anthony, that is a great suggestion. If you guys by the way, in the description box below, there's a link to the Discord. What I'm gonna hopefully create is maybe a suggestion box
we already
where
got one.
stuff like, okay, well then we'll really promote that and get that out there. But I would love to hear everybody's suggestions. But I love this suggestion. I will figure it out on my end how to do that. And yeah, stay tuned. Madcake says, Jonah, will you send me it so I can subscribe? It's not popping up on my phone. I'm too lazy to go to my Mac.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Perfect. Thank you, Madcake. So yeah, really quick, I think we're gonna talk about one more thing, and that is I don't know if you guys saw, but let me see. Let me pull it up. It is right here. Oops. Well, this is, by the way, this is Jonah's channel. Jonah Archmage Eternal. I said that right?
Yeah, you did.
And 18 subscribers, baby. Let's go. So hit that like button and comment. Let them know that you are from Filmtopia. But this is what we're going to talk about today. This is the last thing we're going to talk about. As you can see on the screen, we have a little something. I mean, Jonah, who is this right here on screen?
That would be a Mr. Kang the Conqueror, aka Immortus, aka He Who Remains. AKA 9 other aliases that I'm not going to go through right now because it just adds on and on and on.
Yeah, check this out, guys. So, oh no,
Mandalorian season 3, Kang.
No, Kang / Immortus / He Who Remains drawn on. Okay, so I wanted to talk about this, and I know this is just reaching, and this is just like, I don't know whatever you want to call it, but I need to know, do you guys in the chat right now see what I see? This is obviously Jonathan Majors as whether it's King the Conqueror, He Who Remains, Immortus. Well, from what we've been told from Loki season 1, this is He Who Remains. But I'm wondering why his picture right now on screen looks painted. How come everybody else got like a photo? Like there's actually looks like it was taken by a digital camera. Why does this one look like it's a pastel painting?
Because he's Jesus.
I saw some memes. I did see some memes of like a candle where usually like the Virgin of Guadalupe or someone would be on it, but it was switched out with with this version of Jonathan Majors. Go to Memtopia in the Discord and you'll see all of it. But I do want to know in the chat if you see what I see, which is, do you guys see this looking like it was painted on? Like it looks like a pastel painting versus what everybody else got, which was a photograph. I want to know if this means anything. What exactly, like, why? You know that they can change this at any minute. So this was purposely done. And
also,
so Jonah,
if you want to pull up the rest of the posters as well, this one has the most like hour hands on it, or like clock hands on it, which I thought was a super cool detail, showing that like,
on Kang's,
yeah, like
I see
he
what
has
you're
the most
saying.
hour,
Yeah.
like the most like clock hands on there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what Jonah's talking about is all these clock hands right here, right? Oh, that's a really cool detail now that you're pointing that out. Out of all the posters, this one has the most.
It also
But
makes it form like a halo around his head.
yeah, it
In a
does look
way.
like a halo, but it also just re-emphasizes the variant, right? The multiverse. From what I count, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I see 13 hands. Does that mean we're going to see 13 versions of Kang? 13 versions of He Who Remains, 13 versions of of all this. I know we've seen 2 thus far, right? We've seen He Who Remains, and then also Kang the Conqueror as a statue.
Yep.
So this is very interesting. I do want to see though the chat. I know Mad Kick says because he's going to be a big part of the Marvel in this phase, so they had to make him all spiffy and artsy. Like I said, I don't know. I'm possibly reaching here, but I thought it was something worth looking at and just sharing with you guys because I remember the first time I saw it, I was hyped about it, but I thought it was a fan artwork. I didn't know it came from like the official Loki. Like I saw it said Loki official like Twitter, but for some reason I'm like, oh, maybe it's a fake Twitter and this is just a fan art. But no, it's straight from the source. But yeah, Jonah, just quick, do you have any sort of theory on this as to why it's like not why it's like it looks painted?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's supposed to. I think it's supposed to represent how we first saw Kang in the season as the devil that was in the church mural painted on. Who also had
You're
an
referring
apple,
to
by the way.
episode 1.
He had an apple. The devil
And you're
had an apple.
referring to episode 1, right?
Yes.
Of Loki. So
Yes.
in episode 1 of Loki, when Mobius goes to this, like, I think it was
To
the Vatican
France.
or to France during like the Renaissance, like around those times, in like the 1600s, you see on one of the church windows a drawing of the devil, right? And a lot of people were predicting Mephisto. A lot of people were theorizing that. But what you're saying, Jonah, is that what are you saying?
I'm saying that that picture actually depicted Kang and how he was going to appear to Loki at the end of the series as a devil with an apple and with a gambit where he always wins, no matter what.
It goes back to that age-old like discussion theory, which is, or that decision, which is, making a deal with the devil never turns out to the way you wanted it to, right? So hence why it's the deal with the devil, and it always comes back to bite you. And when Sylvie stabbed this guy right here, it absolutely the freaking whole MCU went absolutely bonkers. Doctor Strange has like a million headaches on his plate moving forward, and I kind of feel bad for him.
I kind of hope that they actually stick with the horror plan for Multiverse of Madness. I know that they said that they're shying off of it a little bit, but I hope they keep a lot of what they had in.
Yeah. And keyword is a little bit. They're shaving off a little bit, not all of it entirely, which I'm very, very excited about. I'm super, super excited about that. Anthony says, Rick, I am new to the Kang character. What is the difference between He Who Remains and Kang Immortus? Because I'm a normie when it comes to this specific Marvel character. So really quick, just want to put this out there. We'll answer it, but Anthony, check this out. That question is a perfect question for what Jonah is going to be doing in his live stream. So Jonah is going to be, go ahead and explain it, Jonah.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, I'm going to talk about whatever like comes up. If it's magic lore, if it's MCU lore, if it's comic lore, if it's Star Wars lore, whatever it is, like, I just want to have a place where like people can ask whatever they need to ask and clarify on whatever they need to clarify, because a lot of times content creators will put out these videos and stuff that like claim they explain everything, but it leaves you with more questions than answers. And that's my whole thing, is I want to be able to try and answer your questions to the best of my ability, and to what my knowledge is of them.
So Jonah, really quick, let's pretend we're in Jonah's stream. Right now you're playing Magic, and this is you right now. So you just pulled up Anthony Manzano's question. Switch Rick for Jonah and go ahead and read that and do your thing, man.
Yeah, I mean, so the difference between He Who Remains and Kang and Immortus, so they're actually 3 different versions of the same character. Kang the Conqueror is a variant of Reed Richards' descendant, Nathaniel Richards, from the year 3100, from the 31st century. And essentially, Kang the Conqueror is the most evil version of this character. He goes around time. He builds his empire in the future, and then he gets bored because he conquered everything in the future, and he goes back in time to try and make the entire universe his one thing, his one timeline, his one kingdom. Immortus is like the least evil version of him. And that's his like end point. So like once he gets to like benevolent overlord, he becomes Immortus kinda. And He Who Remains is actually the in the comics, he's different than Kang. He's the person at the end of time that created the timekeepers to preserve the timeline, to try and make it so that whatever had happened will happen, and essentially for time always. Yeah. There's so many
Hey
different
man,
things.
no, I legit forgot I was streaming. I forgot. I legit thought I was watching your stream. I was like, oh really? That's funny, man. That's funny. I see Like It Is in the house. What's up, Like It Is? April, how are you? Great to have you here. Disneyland was insane. It was so fun. I was telling everybody in the chat earlier that we are going to make basically a full-on video about that experience, and then also maybe me, Jonah, and Lizzie will do a live stream about it too. But anyways, everybody, this is another channel I want you guys to check out, which is Like It Is. April over there, she does short films, skits, video games, streams, vlogs, and actually here I have it pulled up. Actually, this is the channel right here. Awesome content creator, a fellow content creator, and super, like, when I say vibes, this is another creator that's vibes. Hence why I love like talking about her and shouting her out. So kudos, and we'll see you soon. Hopefully we'll make something, we'll collab on something, and yeah. So let's see. I do see let's see, where is it? Oh, so this is Mad Cake also answering. It says, He Who Remains is actually the name of one of the OG timekeepers. I think they just did what they did with Sylvie and combined the two characters into one for the sake of the storyline. So they gave this name to Kang because technically he is him running the TVA, and he is not a conqueror, ... yet.
This also brings up like the fun idea of the Council of Kang, which is essentially like every variant of Kang, like as like a Senate kind of thing, where
Wait. I am the Senate.
Yeah, Kang Prime, basically. Where the whole goal is to make sure that Kang Prime is like the like only thing that matters.
Right.
And so there's an idea that who we saw at the end chose to die purposely for the benefit of Kang Prime, which I am super like intrigued on and wanting it to be that way.
Mad Cake says all the different names have all different storylines, but they are all essentially the same person. So hence the multiversal approach to all of this, right? So when you saw at the end of season 1 of Loki, with this, the sacred timeline having branches all over that are no longer getting pruned, that is right there. If you just point at each branch you see, that's a different version of Kang or Nathaniel Rich, like whatever it is, whatever you want to name them, it's a different version each time. Just like we would have different versions if we were in a multiverse like that.
Maybe we are. Maybe that's what our dreams are.
Maybe we are, and maybe very soon you'll see a multiverse version of Ricky with different hair, blonde. I don't know, man. I don't know. Who knows? Anything.
Am I going to be the only one that doesn't dye my hair?
Anything can happen at Filmtopia. Like this says, thank you, vibes all the way. Let's go. Yes, and hopefully very soon. Yeah, we'll figure something out. The Squad of King. I like that, Mad Cake. The Squad of King. Let me know in the chat right now. Type in Squad of King if you are enjoying yourself right now. Anthony, just subscribe to your channel, Jonah. That is awesome.
Thank you, Anthony.
Really quick, everybody that's still in here, I just want to say Jonah is starting his own channel. His first stream will be today at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is linked in the comments. It should be the pinned one. Go over there, hit that like button, but most importantly, hit that subscribe button. He's already gone from like I think 8 subscribers. Now you're at 19. Anthony Manzano commented right now, says, "Hi Jonah." Let's go. And here, like it is, says Kang is one of the only villains that's actually scary. Jonah,
So Phase 4 is actually going to contain the scariest villains that Marvel's ever introduced before. Kang definitely is probably going to be the scariest, but you also have Gore, the God Butcher, who literally went toe to toe with the Supreme Deity at one point. You also have, oh God. I was gonna say I was gonna say what's his face from I was gonna say Starro, but that's DC and I'm not paying attention.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, no, but I'm blanking on who it is from Doctor Strange, but that villain is insane.
Not Dormammu, right?
Not Dormammu. It's another. Give me a second.
Onto this point though, like it is says, I heard Multiverse of Madness is a horror film. So yes, you did hear correctly, April, but they made a slight modification.
So it's not R.
Yeah, so it's not going to be R-rated. It's still going to be, I believe, PG-13, but they did dial back the horror elements, but it will still contain some of the horror elements that they promised early on. But I know what you're talking about. We said that for the longest time up until I think it was sometime during WandaVision that they kind of updated us on that front, which is it's not a complete horror movie anymore, but it does maintain horror elements, which I'm very excited about. But I was super extra excited if they would have gone, because again, remember Kevin Feige said it during, I think, an Investor Day initially, that this was going to be the first horror film in the MCU. And I remember I was psyching out of my mind when I heard that. And then when they kind of pulled back on that, you know, I was a little bummed, but Zaku said Squad of Kang, let's go.
So the villain that I was thinking of from Doctor Strange is Shuma Gorath, who literally has been there since like before the Big Bang and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And is just one of the most like absurd like characters to exist, and is probably going to kill like 3 or 4 characters in Doctor Strange very violently, I might add.
Question. Did we, I forgot, in the opening of Loki's season 1 finale, did we see the Big Bang? Was that the Big Bang, that thing that exploded?
I don't know exactly if that was the Big Bang.
Okay.
But we definitely saw the black hole explosion.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Let's see.
But Shuma Gorath, please kill like 4 characters very violently and very disgustingly. Hey,
please. What if the MCU is just trying to throw us off of our scent, right? And it really is a horror film, but
I mean, but they did show Shuma in What If. That is that character, that is that alien that we saw. I just now went back and rewatched it, and that is Shuma in the What If trailer. So it's all lining up for like Shuma
and on to that point, right? The What If series, if you watch the trailer, right, you see that probably the scariest aspect of the trailer has everything to do with Doctor Strange and Wanda. Like, you get vibes that are completely like horror ridden, and I'm here for it. Give me more. Go all the way. Let's see.
Go all in, please.
Oh, I know you're gonna like this one. Sinister 6 for Spidey. Almost there. We're almost there.
The question is, who's the 6th member? We already have 5 essentially confirmed.
We counted 5, yes.
It's either going to be Norman Osborn as the 6th, or oh god, who did I say it was going to be between? Craven, I think, was the other one.
Yes. So let's count them off. We've got Electro, We've
Electro,
got
Mysterio, Doc Ock,
Doc Ock,
Vulture.
Vulture.
Oh wait, no, I said it could be Scorpion or it could be Green Goblin.
Okay. So
I think Craven is definitely making it in.
okay. So then, yeah,
Um,
that would be
and
the
then Scorpion or Green Goblin,
Woo-hoo.
which would
So
be
sick, bro.
insane to just
So
see
sick.
on screen, like multiversal events happening with different Sinister Six members coming together from different universes.
Quick thing, Coding with Isaac says y'all are over a 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. That's an absolute testament to all of you. So thank you to you, and I appreciate you being here whenever you can. It really helps out, and I'm still at a loss. I can't believe like this actually happened. This is crazy. Anthony says, Rick, can you imagine if instead of Anthony Hopkins as Odin, we got Patrick Stewart or Sean Connery before he passed away? I kind of like the Patrick Stewart one, to be honest. Like I can actually see that happening. Sean Connery, I think, was just a tad too old for that. But I kind of like that Patrick Stewart one.
I just it would be so hard to see him in any other role besides
That's true.
Professor.
Let's see. Mad Cake says the eye guy for Doctor Strange.
Yes, Shuba. Shuba is gonna do some things.
Like it is says, I bet it will still mess with us over the fear factor elements. Yes. So going on to that point of the what if trailer looking the way it did, and now knowing that the what if trailer is canon, absolutely, it's going to be bonkers. Yeah, so let's see. In phase 4, who do you think will be the big character death? In just phase 4 or in the
I think that there's gonna be multiple deaths across multiple things.
because I'm
Like
thinking, right? Because the end of phase 4 will be the Fantastic Four, right?
so
So that
I honestly with Fantastic Four, I could see it going two ways. I can see them ending Kang with Fantastic Four, or I could see Kang continuing to be the biggest issue moving forward.
because they did introduce Kang very early on compared to when Thanos was introduced, if I'm not mistaken. So Thanos was Iron Man 1, Captain America, Thor.
He was introduced in Avengers, so the
But
sixth
so
movie.
Avengers is the 4th movie, if I'm not mistaken.
No, because we had Iron Man 2.
Oh, okay. So Iron Man 1, 2, Captain America, Thor 1, and then we
Hulk.
have Hulk as well. So that's 5.
And Avengers was the 6th movie.
Okay, so Avengers was, and that's where we got introduced to Thanos. So now in phase 4, we have Spider-Man. No, we have Black Widow.
Spider-Man is
Spider-Man far. Well, no, far
wait,
from.
no.
I'm just trying to go in order as to when they debuted him. So we have Black Widow, WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Loki, and they introduced him in Loki. Okay, so that seems in line, because the reason why I did that was because I'm trying to think. They held on to Thanos for 2 phases or 3 phase. Wait, 3 or 4? 2 or 3?
3, pretty much.
3
He
phases.
came at the end of phase 3.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to think how long they would hold on to Kang. So that means I don't think there's going to be a huge character death until phase 5, in my opinion. If there's any characters that are going to die right now, it would be like, I would say like
him.
Yeah, so character exactly. There you go. That's a great example. So Hank Pym, the Wasp, people like that. Happy, yes, exactly. So any big character death, I don't think that's going to happen quite yet. And then I don't even know if we're getting I was just about to say Wong. I don't even know though if we're getting an Avengers movie in Phase 4, which is crazy.
If we do, it'll be a future Avengers or a Young Avengers or Dark Avengers or Thunderbolts. That'll be our superhero team up movie if we get one in phase 4.
Let's see. Zaku's hoping for the Green Goblin. I think that's a huge possibility. Like it is says, haven't seen Space Jam. Was it worth it based on the trailers? It looked okay. Okay, based on the trailers and based on the marketing, they did a great job as far as getting us to know that this movie exists. The color scheme is so beautiful. The jerseys look awesome. Animation, all that stuff looks high budget. But I'm sorry to report, like it is, I'm sorry to report the movie for me was very, very unwatchable. And I don't like to poop on stuff. That's not what we do here at Filmtopia. But I will say, and I have to be honest, it was a movie. If you're a little kid, if you're a child, or teens, adolescents, whatever, I think it did it. It did its job. But it was a very hard movie as someone like our age, or someone that's like a little bit more in tune with it. Nope, sorry, I can't. I can't recommend it.
Definitely closer to the critics' score than the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. The audience score was an 81, and the critics was a 32.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's somewhere in between that, but closer to the 32 than to the 81.
Yeah. And again, I'm rooting for it to continue to succeed. I wanted to like get better with time, but it was a tough watch for me. And I like a lot of things, just FYI. Okay, so really quick, we have to shout out our boy Billy 24/8. You know what? You get one of these. Hopefully it played. Billy 24/8 says it's his birthday. Billy, happy birthday to you. Filmtopia sends you all the great vibes, all the best vibes. And I see already in the chat, Ulysses is in the house, says, happy birthday, Billy. Happy birthday from Zaku. Happy birthday from Mad Cake. Dude, Billy, we're so super excited and thankful that you have always shown us all the love in the world. And so, Billy, continue to ride with us, and I will make sure that it will be worth all of your time. You always walk away with a smile. But like I said, Billy, happy birthday from me and Jonah. It's a great day then. Guess what? You have the honor of being both of you have the honor of Jonah's first live stream on his channel will be today on your birthday, Billy. So in the comment section, there's a link to his channel. Go check it out. And yeah, so you'll always remember the first time Jonah ever streamed. Let's see really quick. Like it is asked, which has been your favorite series? WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or Loki? Hands down, I'm gonna put my hands down. Loki. Loki season 1 was absolutely everything and more that I wanted, from filmmaking to storytelling to visuals to set building to character development to reveals to speculation to like vibes. It was absolutely 100% Loki. And then experience wise, I would say WandaVision comes in second for me, experience wise, because that was so cool live streaming it for the first time, seeing everybody super excited about it, speculating. And then Falcon and the Winter Soldier was by far the best like action series that we could have asked for. And then that last episode when I saw Anthony Mackie in the Captain America suit, bro, that was fire.
And John Walker and
it's John Walker shot? No way, man. That was crazy. And then having that now tied into the Black Widow. Oh my gosh.
For me, Loki is first. If we didn't get everything if they didn't have to reshoot as much as they had to reshoot for Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think that would have taken first. I think it was supposed to be a much more grueling storyline that they had to cut back on and reshoot just to try and figure out everything and how to make the story make sense and get to where they wanted it to get to without having all the virus talk in the show. So I think if they had done the original plan for that, I definitely think that would have been like my top show. And for me, WandaVision was really good. Don't get me wrong, but nowhere near as they didn't get me anywhere near as excited as Falcon and Winter Soldier or Loki did. So that's why it's third for me.
I like that we have them switched though. I like how you and me have 2 and 3 switched.
I mean, I gotta keep my boy up there.
John Walker. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in our Disney stream. Rick and Jonah, opinions. Here's my Midnight Suns team for the MCU. Morbius, Jennifer, Keel, Elsa, Bloodstone, Victoria, Montesi, Blade, Hannibal, King, Robbie Reyes, Dr. Voodoo. That's that's, you know what? I got to brush up on my Midnight Suns team. But I will say this. Right now I read, a few of those names, and to think that that hasn't been introduced yet in the MCU is insane to me, because that means more movies for us, more TV shows for us. I saw Blade. The one that sticks out for me is Blade. I'm looking at her right now, and to think that I haven't even taken that into account into anything. That's crazy, crazy, and that I think is supposed to happen in Phase 4 alone. Insane. Let's see. Hawkeye said, or Mad Cake says, Hawkeye will die, and I have my reasons. That actually, like it is, just FYI, I think the biggest death. Then
Bad Cake.
you want to talk about the biggest character. I would attach that to Hawkeye being the first one to be like the biggest character to get axed from the MCU. Anthony Manzano sends his wishes to Billy. Let's go. Like it is says, that's what I thought, to be honest. I saw that coming with Space Jam. It looks beautiful, which it is. It looks beautiful and all that good stuff.
It was like the colors and stuff were amazing.
Super nice. And they didn't skim on the animations, the CGI, all that stuff. But I just knew the story was going to flop, and it surely did for me. It does carry a message, but I didn't stick around long enough to want to hear that message. Let's see. Let's see. Where did I do it? Okay. No spoiler. Mrs. Girl from a certain movie that just came out will fulfill her mission at the end of the movie. Then she will figure out it was wrong decision before, therefore making room for Kate. That's funny. Like it is says, WandaVision was my favorite. Loki was absolutely amazing storytelling, especially the trip with the time. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was good. Felt more like a movie. Oh, that's a great way to put it. But Falcon Captain was amazing. Yes, absolutely. I really like the way you put that, like it is, because WandaVision prior to Loki was my favorite. Because again, just what it meant to me and this channel and my community and all that stuff. But Loki for me is just everything. It was the whole package. It was everything in WandaVision, the best of WandaVision and best of Falcon and the Winter Soldier combined for me.
Except the action.
Let's see. Yeah, Anthony, I answered this earlier, but I said the Patrick Stewart one. I can see that. Like, I can visually see that. The Sean Connery one, I feel he was a little too old. Let's see. Afternoon, Smuggler Steel. What's up, Smuggler Steel? Thank you for that. And I see you're active in the Discord too, so shout out to you. Anthony chooses Falcon and the Winter Soldier because I'm a big fan of spy thrillers and espionage books. Got it. That is a great reason why that would be one of your favorites. Hey, LDG of Geeks and Joy. Good to see you again. Hope all is well. Hello, LDG. How's it going? Great to have you back. And thank you for all the support. I appreciate you. And we made it to 1,000. We did it. Mission accomplished. Let's keep going. Let's keep the vibes rolling, and let's go. Ulysses says it's funny because when I was watching Space Jam, I thought I was watching Fast 9 because of fan. Oh,
I mean, that seems to be the summer trend.
Oh gosh.
Space Jam, Fast 9, Black Widow. I think The Purge had family. I don't know. I didn't watch that movie.
Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. But I do want to say, definitely go. I know LDG is in here, so LDG has a YouTube channel as well. Definitely go check that out. Mad Cake says Hawkeye's gonna die at the end of his series. Just watch. Mark my words. Just like Talia marked her words for Throg. you're saying Hawkeye's gonna die.
I
Okay,
think
everybody.
Talia had an inside source.
She had to. Mad Cake though, here at Filmtopia Live, episode number 12, has said Hawkeye will die at the end of his series, which I actually kind of agree. Smuggler Steel says my order for me on the shows was Loki leaps and bounds ahead of the other two, so that's one. It really just comes down to personal taste. Absolutely nothing wrong with the other two. I also enjoyed them. Yeah, and I think that's a great way to put it as well because they were all really, really good. Jonah might say a little differently on WandaVision, but
No,
I felt
I
that
enjoyed WandaVision. It
oh,
just
okay.
is
It was
nowhere near as good
frustrating.
as the other two for me.
Yeah. But yes, at the end of the day, we're winning as fans. We've got 3 Marvel series back to back to back, and then we're about to get a new one with Hawkeye. I'm psyching out of my freaking mind, man. Anthony says, Rick and Jonah, if you have to choose between these 2 Disney Plus shows, which one do you like better? Winter Soldier, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or Mandalorian? Sorry, that's an easy one for me. That's an easy one for me, and that's Mandalorian, especially what they did in season 2.
Oh, God,
So I'm taking into account Mandalorian. Yeah, the whole
Don't
as a
make me
whole.
choose.
Don't,
Don't make me do this.
Don't make me do this. Oh my gosh.
No
hey,
comment. Next
or
question.
guys, if you want to comment, go check out. You know what, Jonah? I'm holding you to this. You will have your answer by
No,
your
I
stream.
won't. No, I won't.
By your stream.
No, I
Go
won't.
check out his stream. It is linked right here in the comment section. He's starting his own channel.
I won't have my answer.
And go hit that subscribe button over there and go leave a comment. And Jonah will answer this question. You have my word, and I'm speaking for him. Mad Cake says Hawkeye will die because of family. Ironic, as Palpatine would say.
He could save others from death, but not himself.
Like it is says we won with Disney Plus, period. Yes, Disney Plus, shout out to you. Anything you ever need from Filmtopia, Disney Plus, we got you. We got you. You want us to review something early? You got it. You want us to go to Disneyland and go check out your new Avengers campus? We got it. Anything you need, Disney Plus, let us know. Zaku says the experience of WandaVision for me was the best, but Loki seemed like the better show. Exactly, Zaku. I said that, like, again, WandaVision was my favorite experience up until Loki episode, I think, 4. That's when it really, Loki had to have taken it. Mandalorian finale made me cry. Don't remind me. I've watched it like numerous times, and it's crazy. I cry each time. Like, that's crazy. I get goosebumps. It starts from when we get the techno music with the Dark Troopers, to all the way to the very end. Absolutely beauty, masterful storytelling, filmmaking, movies, everything you could ever ask for. That was it right there. That's like picking which family you like better. Man, this stream and this chat has turned into all family things. Hey, welcome to the Filmtopia family. Oh man. Hey, Anthony says, don't cop out. You have to answer. Well, like I said, he will answer on his stream. Go check it out. Oh man, look at this. Oh no, the families are coming in. Oh gosh, what's Oscar? No, don't encourage this. Don't encourage this. No more. Like it is says the first few months of Disney Plus was a letdown, yes, but when the shows drop, take my money, Futurama meme. Yes, when it first came out, I was a little worried, and then honestly, even with all the stuff that's come out, it's been pretty slow. I always console myself with realizing that in two years, especially in 2 years, we will have shows nonstop. There won't be gaps. There won't be time in between. If anything, we might end up having overlaps. So I don't even know how we're going to do it with streams by then. But things are going to be streaming at the same day, at the same time. It's going to be insane. Families in the chat, apparently. Mando season finale was amazing. Honestly, we need to find a word that's like the top word for like to describe like amazing, to describe incredible. Like we need to land on a word that's like that best word. You know what I mean? Because that's what season finale of Mandalorian season 2 was. Smuggler Steel says the sacrifice you make going to Disneyland and see stuff early, my heart is touched. The fact you throw yourself in that hell.
It was a
Yes,
hell. It was hot.
Oh man, but it was Disneyland was incredible. I will be making a video on my experience and how maybe you can make your experience even better. And then also I'm thinking of doing a live stream with both Lizzie and Jonah talking about how it went. Yes, the Chaos Twins on screen. I don't know if I'm going to survive that, but Tiger Master says his name is James Playford. I don't know what that is, but yeah. Mad Cake says, I'm calling a cameo. I'm not even going to read the rest of this. This is blasphemy. It's blasphemy. Not even reading the rest. Okay, I'm reading it on the side. Hold on. All right, this is everybody go over to Jonah's stream. This is it. We're done. We're done. But Human Rap says Spider-Man trailer tomorrow, yes or no? Tomorrow is today. No, tomorrow is the NBA Finals. Yes? Yes. Tomorrow is the NBA Finals. Game 6.
Today.
Wait, what?
It's today.
Oh my God, it's today. Okay, so no. Okay, so then I think it will be Friday. No, but then they
Thursday.
want Bad Batch to breathe. They would want Bad Batch to breathe.
Thursday.
Okay, Thursday. We called it now. Filmtopia Live, number 12. We're calling a Thursday drop for Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. We
Am I
have
going
like a
off
timer
of
or
the
something.
leak on the Chinese Instagram page for Spider-Man? Completely. Do I care? No. Do I think it's fake? Probably.
I will say this. In the Discord, what we might do is like have a countdown for all these trailers, like or something. We'll talk to Adrian and everybody else about it, but we'll see. We'll see. Jonah and Rick, do we know if Moon Knight is before Blood comes out or after? If it's before, over under 50% chance that Blade makes a cameo in the show. You know what? That's a great.
They haven't announced dates for either.
They haven't, but we do know Moon Knight is filming right now. It is officially shooting right now. It's actually, I think, even wrapping up. But I will say that's a great, yes, I actually 50% chance. I do think Blade will make an appearance in Moon Knight. You heard it here first. Thank you, Anthony. I think that's the case because I was thinking,
taking the over. I'm taking the over as well.
Yeah, the over. Over under 50%. I'm going with over because I was trying to figure out where the heck are they going to introduce Blade. I had no clue. I was like, he doesn't fit in Multiverse of Madness. Moon Knight. Exactly. Moon Knight is it. Like it is. Let's go. Finally let into the Discord. Hey, I'll tell you this. There is a...
she watched the Beware video already.
The what?
The video in general.
Which one? There's a lot of videos in general.
The one that you should go watch right now.
Is it new?
Kinda.
Oh man. Hey, I'm telling you, man, a lot of chaos happens in that Discord. I'm not responsible. So all right, hold on. In general, you said?
Yeah.
Let me see what all this is. Beware. Oh no. Oh, I already know. Oh, you gotta put a warning on that, man.
I did. That's why it says beware.
Mad Cake. No. You read it. He will sub to your channel very soon, dude, on his computer. Awesome. Thank you, Tiger Master. I appreciate that. Like it is says, I don't think that we're getting a trailer to after What If. I think we're getting it in between What If and the end of Loki. So we're in that right now. We've got about 2 weeks. I think this is when it's going to drop because, again, there's nothing really going on right now. And this would be the perfect time to drop it. And we already know about the multiverse. And that was, I think, 80% of the reason why they were holding on to it. No, Ulysses, no, get that out of here, man. No. Okay, so Mad Cake's calling for the 22nd that it will drop. Okay. They are keeping Spider-Man hidden from us. They are, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the tease. The tease is it's kind of interesting. We're at the point now where it's so teased and it's so like taboo. It's so who knows if it's real that when it drops, I'm telling you, it's gonna break the internet. And if you watch
Oh yeah.
Filmtopia live, like 1, 2, or 3, like one of the earlier Filmtopia lives, I called it. I said Spider-Man No Way Home will be the biggest box office movie domestically. I think it
Since
will.
the pandemic.
Well, not only just that, but I actually think it will surpass. Okay, I don't think it's gonna be number one. I don't think it's gonna be Endgame, but I think it's gonna be in between Infinity War and Endgame. That's where I think it's gonna lie. It's gonna be this anomaly of a movie, of an event, where by December, I think things hopefully will be a little different. And I just think that Spider-Man has that sort of gravitas, and this hype behind it right now will make it the second highest grossing first weekend movie of all time. Mark my words. Mark my words. Smuggler Steel thinks Like It Is has it right. Let's see. And which again, I wouldn't be opposed to that either, because I'm super excited about What If. And to be honest, the tease now, it's at a point where it's just super like awesome. By the way, this is our first subscriber of the day, Jim Bob 15 James. Just subscribe. What's up, Jim Bob? And welcome to Filmtopia. Vibes. Let's see. Anthony says, Rick, did you see that Deadline reported that the MCU announced the director for Blade? Is this like right now? Because if so, I have not seen it. If so, I have not seen it. And coming from Deadline, that is something I for sure want to. Okay. As far as like frontline head news.
Yeah, it was posted yesterday.
Ooh, who is it?
Mogul Mowgli.
Oh,
Helmer Bassam Tariq is Marvel's choice to direct new film starring Mahershala Ali as iconic vampire hunter.
Blade, yep. Helmer Bassam Tariq. That's cool. After a thorough search that involved months of meeting a slew of talent, Marvel's new Blade movie has found its director. While a deal is not done yet, sources tell Deadline, oh, I did hear about this yesterday. Best known for directing the Riz Ahmed film. Riz Ahmed is the one in recently he was nominated for Best Actor. And he's in Rogue One. He's in Rogue One. He plays the pilot. He's actually the one that names dropped Rogue One in the movie. So that's Riz Ahmed. Is in talks to helm the new adaptation of the popular comic with Mahershala Ali, set to play the iconic vampire hunter. Stacey Osei Kufur is on board to pen the script with Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige producing. Let's go. And on that point, this goes back to where I think they are gonna introduce him in Moon Knight, and we already know Moon Knight is already shooting, so it's gonna be kind of like Spider-Man being introduced in Civil War type of like. Yeah,
that's so exciting.
Yes, that's gonna be possibly the biggest stream ever. Mad Cake, absolutely. Like It Is as the big. This is what you're talking about. The biggest horror moment of all Marvel history is Mrs. Minutes. Changed my mind. You know what? Up until Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, I agree. You guys gotta. What about this one? I think this right here. I think this right here is the scariest thing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Dude, honestly, from now on, during Filmtopia lives for the next few, just randomly, you're not gonna see it coming. You're just gonna, boom. Oh, and I gotta line that up with like a sound effect too, dude. Oh my god.
You gotta get the what she says.
Huh?
You gotta get what she says as the sound effect.
Hey there. Like It Is, it will break the internet. It will break Filmtopia, and it will create the multiverse of Filmtopia.
It already has.
Let's see. Yeah.
Thanks, Felipe.
Disney's crying for not having the rights to Spider-Man. Well, I'll tell you this. Disney's working very closely with Sony. Sony will be on the Disney Plus platform.
Them giving Sony giving Marvel the ability to use Craven is a huge deal. I think it's been underlooked how huge that is. Because like that's another character that is now being entered into the MCU. That's a Spider-Man property.
Mhm.
Like there's so many new things that like can come from Craven alone. We could see him come up in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. We could see him come up in so many different movies after this one.
Hey, did it line up? Did it line up? I don't know if it lined up. Hey, that was random. I'll find a scarier tune, but that was just a little preview. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. You never know. You never know. Let's see. Sorry to cut you off, bro. But
No, it's all good. But yeah, I mean, it's just there's so much that Disney's going to be able to do with the inclusion of like Craven because it opens the door for so many more characters too.
Yeah, Sony and Marvel, I think they've set aside their differences. They realized the money's too great to mess anything up anymore. That scare we had a few years ago of where Sony decided to pull out of the deal.
Thank you, Tom Holland.
Thank you, Tom Holland, for being drunk and calling Bob Iger. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We are Tom Holland. We're a Tom Holland fan account. Let's go. But I will say, cheers to that relationship continue growing, and cheers to us seeing 9 more movies of Tom Holland and seeing his growth as Spider-Man. Let's see. Smuggler Steel says, I've loved watching reactions to Miss Minutes jump scares. I admit it. I nearly shot coffee through my nose, which I was sipping to stay awake. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm telling you, now you guys got to watch out here at Filmtopia. That might start happening. Warn your friends. James Playford, that is your friend. So I don't know if I see him yet in the chat, but I will say this. James Playford, when you do show up, welcome to Filmtopia. Vibes. Vibes. Let's go. Okay. I see what you're saying. This is James Playford. Got you. Tiger Matt. What's going on, James? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Kevin Feige is the king of Marvel, and that's a quick reminder that during this every single stream we usually get one of these in, and that is to put in Feige we trust in the chat. In Feige we trust in the chat. Mama Bear Play says we scared her away. Sorry about that, but sometimes it's just oh my gosh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But let's see. But here's the thing. We're gonna go ahead and wrap things up. I didn't even realize this much time has gone by. But one of the last things I will read is like it is saying, wait, what's your favorite Spider-Man? Tom Holland is hers. I'm gonna let you go first, Jonah. Who you got?
Oh gosh, definitely Bully McGuire. Tom Holland.
Yeah. I've come to the conclusion that now it is Tom Holland for me. Tom Holland is, especially after seeing him in the Web Slinger ride, seeing him as like the they're using him at Disney Park, right, as that hologram thing, and that just for me, that's cemented. That is the best Spider-Man now. Yeah, let's go. Doing it in the chat for us. We appreciate that. Let's go. Whenever there's a new member, you guys already know the vibe.
Memberships.
Filmtopian.
Memberships.
Maybe we can end on that really quick, everybody. You guys already know that obviously we hit the goal of 1,000 subscribers, and that means it's not just a number, just to have a number or say a number, right? Why I'm excited is because now this means there is going to be awesome things for you. What we're planning to do is, this channel will soon have the ability to have memberships. The channel will soon have the ability to do super chats. This channel will soon have the ability to do other things. And I'm super, super excited because at the end of the day, it's only going to make for a better experience for all of you. And no matter how far we grow, my huge thing is everybody in here right now, you're what makes Filmtopia. Like, you are the reason why Filmtopia is so awesome. and just I'm super forever grateful, super humbled by it, and let's keep the party going. I do want to just say though, the last thing I really want to end on is Jonah, my man. You have a stream coming up at 11:30, basically in 15 minutes. I'm sorry to
Probably
hold
gonna
you
push
this
it back
long.
a little
Probably gonna
bit.
have to push it just a little bit back, but here's the thing. In the time that we've been on, you are at 22 subscribers now. You are getting love from all types of Filmtopians. And with that, my man, we, on behalf of me and the entire chat and everybody at Filmtopia, bro, we support you. We're here for you. And we're so excited for you, man. I'm like, I'm so psyched to like see this grow and see your journey begin. Obviously, you are a part of Filmtopia as well, so it's just going to be cool to see you here, see you over there. In the chat, everybody, the last thing I want you to type in is Jonah. You know, type in Jonah. Congrats, Jonah, or good luck, Jonah. Something like that, and let him know that you're gonna head over there and watch him and show him some love. Share his channel like just how you share mine. And Jonah, one last thing. Just go ahead and remind the people of what you're going to be doing.
I mean, I'm trying to figure it out right now, honestly. I'm gonna be
Oh, so
playing Magic.
now you know what it's like to host. And
No, it's not even that. It's not even that. It's behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be playing Magic the Gathering on Arena, and I will be talking Star Wars, Marvel, Magic, D&D, whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm here to just vibe and hopefully create a good community over there. I mean, we got a bunch of you guys coming over from here, so I know it's gonna be a great start for a community. So I'm just looking forward to. Sorry, I'm trying to figure everything out on the side as well.
Look at him, everybody! Look at him. He's busy at work now. That's awesome, man. Honestly, Jonah, if you gotta go ahead.
No, I got it.
You got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
But
software was
definitely
open. It wasn't letting me work something out. So
the Jonah stands in the chat. You feel me? Oh my gosh! Read this one, bro. Read this one. I can't read it.
Yeah, you can. It's your channel.
We support Jonah because he's family.
Yes, I am.
Jonah, break a leg. Yes, that's what we say in this realm. Anthony says Jonah squad. There we go. Family. Let's go. So awesome, Jonah. We're gonna go ahead and end here. Everybody, thank you so much for such a wonderful stream today. Tomorrow we will be back at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do Filmtopia live Monday through Fridays, and it's essentially your movie talk show of the day. We get you updated on all the cool news, and we talk about some things you want to talk about in the chat. But with that said, most important thing right now is to head over to Jonah's channel. It is linked in my description at the very top, and it is linked in the chat right here as the pinned comment, and it will take you right over to Jonah's channel and Jonah's first stream. Woo! And yeah. So with that said, Jonah, let's get out of here. Vibes, my man. Vibes, my man. Vibes, everybody in the chat. Much love, everybody. I see all of you, and we'll be back tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow. All right, everybody. In 3, 2, 1, ending broadcast.